He just doesn't like you. Get over it. 50 times a year, once a week. No, that's garbage. No, gross. And I hate that. It works. 100%. She's pure scum. That's awesome. Not so black and white, guys. Narcissist this, narcissist that. You guys, you're overcomplicating it. Today, I'm going to be covering a whole bunch of reaction videos. So I'm going to react to the videos, say my piece. Some of the videos are really good. Some of the videos are complete garbage. They're all wrong. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it and what really works. Tell me your thoughts, put in the comments, interact a little bit, and let me know what you think. Send me a message. I'm here to help.
When you start dating someone, you're not only dating them, you're dating every single person they've ever dated, every single relationship they've ever had in their past. You're getting every piece of baggage that that person's carried and that what they've learned through their own personal life, through the life with partners, with their parents, with this, that. And I had to find a way to build that trust with her, not make it feel overbearing and make it feel real and make her actually believe it.
That's definitely not correct. It's understandable why people would think that, okay, you're dating every person that person has dated before. That's not true. That's not true at all. You're not a composite of your past. I don't think you should be defined by your past either. Like, if you really think about it, how different are you today than you were 10 years ago? So the idea, you need to know everything about someone's past and their past defines them, that's bullshit. And I hate that. And I don't think you should push that on people.
If a girl is looking at you, do not make the mistake of looking away submissively. Instead, you're going to do this. You're going to hold eye contact for 2 seconds, give her a smile, and then look away. If she looks at you again, this is your sign to approach her. And you're going to say this. Hey, I saw you from over there and I had to come say hello. And then introduce yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's some old school dating tips. That's like 20-year-old dating tips and it works 100%.
Gentle reminder, a date without physical touch is a meeting. But don't worry if you're awkward with your hands around girls, just follow these steps. First, hug her when she arrives. It is a natural way to greet someone. It sets a warm tone and it shows you don't think she has cooties. Second, try touching her hand, elbow, or shoulder during the date. These spots are relatively non-invasive, so you can gauge her reaction before you try anything more advanced. Third, if she responded positively and reciprocated your touch during the date, absolutely help her with her jacket, touch her lower back as you're getting up from the table.
Yeah, dates should have very high levels of affection. Very true. But it's really the woman's job to be more the affectionate one on the first date. So the woman should do the majority of the touching. Yeah, the man makes the big initiation acts, the big kiss and sleeping together and stuff like that. But I want the woman to do all the small touches. Yeah. So kiss him on the cheek in the first 3 seconds, stuff like that. So the best thing I liked about my wife is she was over the top affectionate on our first date, over the top. And it was absolutely incredible. If you're a woman and you're being over the top affectionate, what it does is it's a form of physical reassurance for the guy. It's saying to the guy, hey, I like you a lot physically. It's a very, very powerful. And my wife was the most affectionate person I've ever met, which made me know that she was the one.
A question I saw a lot was, why can't I use filters on my dating profile pics? Here's why. As cool as this filter looks, I'm definitely not going to show up on my date looking like this. Unless you're a dog or a bunny in real life, save them for Snapchat.
Yeah, you don't want to do too many filters. I mean, you can do some filters, I guess. So if you have 6 photos, maybe one has a filter. Not a big deal. All of them have filters, that's a red flag.
About how I came up with my rule for choosing 3 non-negotiables. So I was talking to one of my uncles, and at the time I was single, and he's like, okay, so you're single, let's try to get you hooked up with somebody. What is it that you're looking for? He's like, give me your top 3 non-negotiables. And at the time I was like, only 3 non-negotiables? He's like, listen, I've been married 40 years. And depending on the day, I love your aunt for different reasons. But at the end of the day, our baseline love is always constant. And he was like, before I got married, I knew that there were 3 very specific things that I wanted in my partner. But I also realized that there was not one single person on this planet who's going to fulfill every single thing in the world that I want in one person, whether that's a friend, a family member, a boss, or a romantic partner. He was like, so establish 3 things that you know you can't live without, and find someone who fulfills those things for you. And the rest, it's just gravy. And that's how I came up with my rule of 3.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. I have a little bit of a different thing, which is my 5 fundamentals. Intimacy 3 times a week, sleeping together, 2 20-second hugs a day, go on a date together once a week, do a dual hobby and a dual goal and no arguing. Same sort of thing. It's just some things which are just meant for your romantic relationship. If you have 20 things, you're making it too complicated. A lot of people make dating and relationships too complicated. It needs to be fairly simplistic.
Here are 5 flirty questions to ask a girl when you're on a date with her. What's your favorite thing about yourself? All girls like talking about themselves, and this will have her blushing while she does it. What's something you love imagining about your future? Studies show that associating yourself with positive emotions only makes you more memorable. So get her talking about something that lights her up. What's your love language? This is not only flirty, but it's also good intel. What's something you've always wanted to try on a date, but never have? This just gives you ammo for another date idea, except
There's good curiosity questions. It breeds curiosity within the reader. Very powerful.
except you're now going to take something she already said she wants to do and blow it out of the park. And finally, what song are you going to put on in the car when you leave our date? This one is
All curiosity questions. Very good. Curiosity questions are very powerful.
I found this man and he is a dating coach.
Oh no.
How to start a conversation.
So you're into meditation?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. How long have you been meditating for?
4 years.
Okay. This is a really boring conversation with a woman you've just met. What happens is you're trying...
So that's his example of a boring conversation. This is how he makes it what he calls playful tension.
So here's a better way of doing it. Oh, wow, so you're into meditation?
Yeah.
Great. How long have you been doing it for?
4 years.
But meditation doesn't really work though, does it?
Why?
Well, why do you think it doesn't work?
I think it works. Of course, that's why I do it.
Yeah, but it works because what? Because you can't cope?
It works because you can't cope. But this is what so many of these coaches, they go, just negger, just negger.
Yeah.
Yeah, negging is something that was popular about 20 years ago. It's basically garbage. Any games in dating are garbage. Abby Chatfield's also a piece of shit and an embarrassment to Australia as well. She's pure scum.
No, you do not attract emotionally
Levi, he's friends with me on TikTok.
unavailable men because you like the challenge. It's much more likely that you attract emotionally unavailable men because you had emotionally unavailable parents, and now you are projecting and you are playing out that same narrative,
Maybe.
trying to be good enough for them to become emotionally available for you.
When I'm coaching someone, I don't like to break it down too much on, why someone is the way there is. I say, okay, well, you keep attracting emotionally unavailable men. Let's just change it. Let's just not do that anymore. Yeah? Concentrate on the result instead of whys. Scheduling sex. This is a good one. 100%. Yep. I do this with a lot of couples that I coach. So if things aren't going so well, they're in a sexless-ish marriage, I go, okay, every Monday and Thursday, you guys are going to have sex. It's going to be awkward at first. Take your clothes off, lay on top of each other, flop around like a fish until something happens. Done. It is awkward. It is. But after they do that for about 2 or 3 weeks, it's back at a 10 out of 10. $50 times a year, once a week. No, that's garbage. No. So if you're in a long-term relationship, 3 times a week. That's how often you should do it.
Hey, in case you needed a reminder as to how perverted men are, Dr. Squash, the soap company, made a whole new product and marketing campaign about how their new soap is Sydney Sweeney's actual bath water, and it's going absolutely viral. And the comments are scary.
Gross. Who would even get that? That's got to be a joke. You know what? I don't really get Sydney Sweeney, how people say she's super hot. I don't really see it. It's not for me.
Is an orange pill about to ruin your relationship? According to TikTok, this trend will allow you to test the strength of your relationship, but how trustworthy is it? This trend first started doing the rounds in 2023, and now the orange pill theory has become synonymous with signs of true love. But how does it work? So put simply, people are asking their partners to peel oranges for them, and their partner's response is supposed to be an indication of how healthy the relationship is. If they're willing to peel an orange for you, then this small act of service and your partner's willingness to do so is supposed to indicate a healthy relationship. But if they refuse, then it's a major red flag. Not only is this supposed to represent the importance of acts of service in relationships, but this can also test the relationship between your family and friends as well.
It's a bit of a stretch. A funny thing is, 100 years ago, there used to be a similar test. It used to be called the toothpaste test. what a man would do is take the cap off the toothpaste, leave it on the counter, and not put it back on, right? If his wife complained about it, the attraction wasn't as high as it should be. If she doesn't complain about it, it's okay.
My
Don't put
ex-boyfriend
too much
said
weight
the
on
main
it.
reason that he broke up with me is because I brought up the orange peel theory, and he thought it was ridiculous. And you know what? I would like someone who wants to peel an orange for me. Really would. Not gonna ask you to.
If someone dumps you over the orange peel, it's because it's the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, it's just that girl's probably so annoying that eventually you're just like, I'm out. You're way too much. This is stupid. Understandable.
You know what I really feel like? An orange.
I don't think we have any.
Do you feel like an orange?
No.
But I feel like one.
And?
Can you go get me one?
I'll probably go to shops later anyways.
Can you go get it now?
No. What do you mean now? I'm gonna go out, get the orange, come back and take you out again.
Thanks, babe.
He's pissed off.
Too slow. Holy shit. I opened the fridge and... Oh, you cut them up for me? But you know, I only eat them peeled.
It's been 12 hours. You haven't even eaten one.
I only eat it peeled.
She's being so
You don't.
annoying.
No one eats oranges peeled.
But I want to.
Shit. That's awesome.
And marry the woman in front of them at the time they are ready to get married.
No.
My mom has been talking about this for years. And
Stupidest
as a
thing
kid,
I've
I
ever
never
heard.
understood what she was saying, but as an adult, I fucking get it. She has always been saying it has nothing to do with love half the time. It is proximity and timing.
Incorrect.
And I learned that the hard way.
Loser
I was dating a guy
mentality.
many moons ago, and we broke it off. He moved. That was the end of it. He ended up getting married, and I thought, okay, well, I guess he loves her, and that's just what that is. 3 years later, he contacted me to say, you know, you were the one that got away. And I said, I don't fucking understand. Like, you had me. And he was like, I wasn't fucking ready. And when I was ready, she was there. We got married, and she was the total wrong
It's
one
two
for
things.
me.
It's not so black and white, guys. So yes, a guy does have to be ready, but it's not just that. He has to be ready emotionally, but he also has to be the right girl. It can't be one without the other. So yeah, a guy might meet an amazing girl when he's 19 and he's not ready because he's still a little boy, right? And he may meet the right girl when he's 27 and then he is ready. It's about timing and the right person. A guy marries whatever girl's in front of him when he's ready. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. That's so stupid. It's the right girl and the right time. It's both. And if you're the girl and he says, well, he just wasn't ready, bullshit. Guys being ready, absolute rubbish. He just doesn't like you. Get over it.
Here's the thing. I could be so into you, and I'll still leave you alone.
And that is why I continue to say texting is not the only way that someone can show their interest in you. A lot of people don't want to fucking communicate all the time. They might be into you, but they don't feel like they need to show it to you every time because, like this gentleman goes on to say, it's because I don't need you. I like you. And when you've just started dating somebody, you don't fucking know that person. So why would they start including you in your day-to-day life?
Because they want to. What? If you like someone, you talk to them all the time. A lot of very negative people on it.
Instead of ghosting, say this. Hey, it was great to have met you, but after spending some time together, I realized this is not a connection I want to pursue further, and I don't want to waste either of our times. I truly wish you all the best. It doesn't need to be dramatic. It doesn't need to be anything more than just fucking telling somebody that you're not interested in seeing them again. And if your response is, I'd rather get ghosted, well, then we need to start looking at the emotional maturity that you claim to have and the way that you're dating in the world right now.
Yeah, that's good. She missed out one important thing. After you say that breakup message, block and delete them. Block and delete them is really important, unless a lot of guys will try to pull themselves back in, okay?
How many of you currently share your location or have shared your location with your significant other or romantic partner? I came across an article from the Wall Street Journal that was talking about location sharing and how it's so common and almost expected. The article says, when one partner refuses to be tracked in an app, it can raise red flags. And another part of the article says, at the point where you're exclusive, location sharing would be non-negotiable. This is someone they interviewed for the article. I have never shared a location with anyone, and I never would. To me, personally, it's actually a red flag if someone were to ask me to share my location. To me, it just feels super creepy. It feels like such a violation and invasion of privacy. And, some people will say, like, oh, it means that you have nothing to hide and that they can trust you. But isn't trust gained from human interaction, not digital footprints?
I think this girl's a little bit old school, raised in a different time, I would say. In this digital world we live in, it's pretty normal for people to track each other. If my wife says, oh, can I track your location? Yeah, sure, no worries. 100%. I don't care. What difference does it make? If you feel really hurt by the idea of someone seeing your location, why? Where are you going? What are you doing? Well, I don't understand what the problem is.
The way I know I love someone is whether I'm willing to give them the better thing. And what I mean by that is like, look, tonight I'm making salads for dinner, and there was a bag of older onion and there was a bag of newer onion. And I was like, well, we should use all of it, but I'm going to give myself the older onion and give Dave the newer onion, just because it makes me happy to give him the better thing.
I love that. That's very nice. Secondly, that salad looks terrible. Gross. So if you're really in love with somebody, you're going to spend a lot of time with them. You want to talk to them all the time. You're thinking about it all the time. You have very high levels of communication. You want to give them good things, bend over backwards to make them happy, and just very shared high levels of affection and intimacy and time.
I don't split the bills with my husband 50-50 because I don't want a 50-50 marriage. I didn't get married so I could Venmo him the way I Venmo that random Craigslist roommate in my 20s. I don't think the key to a good marriage is making sure everything is always equal. Rather, making sure that everything is a collaboration more than a calculation. Rest in peace to the days I used to date guys who would tell me it was my turn to get dinner because he picked up the tab last time. Bitch, if dinner is a debt, then I hope you choke on the interest because I'm a Macy's card you forgot to pay off and now you owe me 29.99% APR. My husband and I don't have a joint account. We have a joint life, and when we got married, his became mine became his, and now it's all ours. Most of our bills get paid by whoever gets to it first. We keep track of all of our accounts with a free service called Empower, and we have unbridled access to each other's accounts even though no one really cares to check, because trust me when I say that I do not care to monitor how much my husband is spending on tuna salad sandwiches at work. I never wanted a 50-50 marriage. I always wanted a 100% marriage because life does not show up 50-50. Some days he carries me, some days I carry him.
She's 100% right in every single thing she said. Perfect. Couldn't agree more.
When you're in a narcissistic relationship and things go wrong, the one thing a narcissistic person cannot do is regulate disappointment.
No.
They cannot. A job offset, not getting the bonus they thought, not getting the promotion, not getting the money, whatever it may be, things not working out the way they want, they lack the flexibility to roll with that.
Right.
And so a marriage that was already a little precarious because this person was really difficult to start with, when things go wrong, when it falls apart, it falls apart colossally. And narcissistic people always blame everybody else for what's gone wrong.
Right.
Is anyone else really sick of the word narcissistic and narcissism? Narcissist this, narcissist that. So stupid. Back in the day, 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, no one used the word narcissistic. They just didn't use it. You know what it's called? It's called being a fucking asshole. People are an asshole or not an asshole. You're an asshole or you're a nice person. That was it. If a guy acted narcissistic, you didn't say, oh, he's very narcissistic and he's clinically this and blah, blah, blah. You just said, that guy's a fucking asshole. And that's it. That's all we said. So when you're in a relationship with someone, don't try to fucking overdiagnose them. It's so stupid. Instead go, is this person a nice person who I want to spend my life with? Or is this person a fucking asshole I want to get away from? You guys, you're overcomplicating it. And be uplifting and be positive. It's extremely important you're in that masculine energy and take responsibility for things and not share the load. So this is how leadership works for you moron men who don't understand. This is leadership. The leader of something shares the wins, but he does not share the losses. A leader shares the wins and he holds the losses himself. See the difference? The win is for everyone. The loss is for me. See it? That's the price of being a leader.
Girl, whatever you've been taught about dating, I want you to do the complete opposite of it. It means that, girl, if you have butterflies, that is a bad sign. That's a stress response.
Yes and no. So sometimes butterflies can be okay. Sometimes they can be bad. It's not so black and white.
Response. And you shouldn't be feeling that with the guy. And if you do, he's not it. And if he were it, you would be with the guy that is giving you butterflies, but you probably aren't. Number two, if you are having sex with guys because you think that they're going to like you more when you do that, please understand that they're actually going to like you less, because chemically their bonding hormone, their vasopressin, is going to decrease, which is going to make them want to disconnect with you.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. So Two things. A woman should not sleep with a guy to get him to like her more. That is true. That is stupid. That's on the wrong track. But if you're a girl and you sleep with a guy and it's really good, he will definitely like you more. He'll go, that was amazing. I want to see her again 100%.
3, if a guy is calling you unscheduled, he doesn't care about you. He's not thinking about you and prioritizing your convenience. He's thinking about what's convenient for him.
90% of what this guy has said so far is wrong.
4, if he is making moves on you on the first date, he's probably grooming you, which means that he is not being respectful of your boundaries. As someone who gets women into relationships every week, oftentimes I hear, he didn't make a move on me until date 2 or 3 or even 4. Those guys overly respect your boundaries. That's husband material.
I strongly disagree. It's a sign of someone, it's a sign of a guy who's very weak and probably in his feminine energy and lacks the confidence to actually make a move. It's not a sign he respects your boundaries at all. It's a sign he's a weak, nice guy who doesn't have the confidence to actually make a move.
Number 5, if you are thinking that you need to be some guy's piece, don't do it, girl. You want to stress him out. Why do I say this? Because when you stress a guy out, his vasopressin will increase and he will actually feel more bonded to you.
Kind of. So one thing I teach with that is I want a girl to be high maintenance. Ask for a lot of stuff. So kind of right on that fact.
Next, women are the leaders in their relationships. I know a lot of people are like, men are the leaders. No, girl, they're not. You are the emotional leader. You create the emotional depth of your relationships and you set the pace of the relationship.
That is true. A girl does set the pace. You are leaders in different things. So it's not so black and white. That's true.
Based on your boundaries. I always say it like this. If men are driving the car, you are either the go pedal or the brake pedal, or you are the woman in the passenger seat that has a GPS and creates the direction of where the car is going to go.
That is true, but it's still just a co-pilot, not the actual pilot. So technically the guy would still be in the leadership position. It's just the co-pilot has a lot of influence.
Next, what I also want you to know is that the days are gone where you are only dating one guy at a time. You're gonna need to date at least 3 guys at a time. I call it Olympic dating. I want you to date a gold medalist, a silver medalist, and a bronze medalist, and see who wins. Yeah?
That's true up until the 3rd date. By the time you have 3 dates with one person, you must be exclusive or delete.
Also, I want you to date based on compatibility, not chemistry.
It's got to be both. Chemistry, compatibility, X factor, and they can do the job.
Chemistry is dangerous because guess what? The toxic and narcissistic guys can have chemistry with anybody, and you're going to think that y'all are vibing because
it's got to tick all boxes, not just one. It's no good if you have high compatibility with someone and there's no chemistry either. Got to have both. Guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. There's some funny ones in there. Put your comments down. Let me know what you think of it all. And book in a call if you need help. Send me a message. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, huh?